All right, so look, I'm gonna make this fairly short, right? It's not really about our lives like that, like I expect people to be here looking at it. This is mainly about me just making a video and putting it up. Whoever watches it, when they watch it, if they do, cool, whatever. It is what it is. So let me get straight to the point. So we have had issues for some reason with certain immigrants, right? Lately, African immigrants. Why? I don't know. Don't know why. I don't give a fuck either. At this point, I don't get pissed off, really. I don't get aggravated, but I'm beyond annoyed because I pick up on things that maybe some people haven't noticed. So let me go ahead and just get to the point. Because I seriously, I'm not gonna be on this long. Last couple of days I was supposed to have done it already, but I attempted to do it, but two times. What was it, the other night, and then maybe a couple nights before that. All right. Okay. So Somali. Now I'm just going on offense. Now I was being cool. I was being cool about it. Like I was like, all right, I'm not going to sit here because you got people here who are really being targeted and they haven't done anything, right? And so you have to feel for the people that haven't done anything, okay? But this isn't about them. This is about the ones that won't shut the fuck up. So okay, let's do this, right? You got people. Okay, I'll break it down like this. You know those guys that was making them videos talking about they don't identify as being black? I am so fucking happy y'all did that. Yes. Thank you for doing that. Y'all talk so much. Now y'all didn't gave me enough to be able to say, you know what? You keep talking. I bet you're gonna make it easier on everybody else to want to shit on you. So that's what they've been doing. So they made their videos. They don't identify as being black. They ain't black people. Somali people aren't black. Look at me. Look at my skin. I'm brown, and all different kinds of brown. All right, that's cool. Like, okay, all right. Cool. All right, bet. Y'all remember who seen it? It's a guy that was saying he kept saying bro all the time. Bro, bro. Somebody can't be this. Somebody can't be black. We no look at my skin, bro. Look at my skin. I'm brown skin. I can't be black. Man, Reese Waters did a video. He was like, man, what color are black people? He's like, have you ever seen an African American? He's like, what are you talking about? That was a racial shot, big time, all day long, because they don't see themselves as being who we are, and that's fine. I don't want to be y'all. After the information that I came across, I don't want to be. So it's real simple. It's real simple, right? He said, the guy that I just said, right? He said in the video that we're Arab. We speak the Arab language. We eat the Arab food. Well, one thing that he forgot to mention was they were part of the Arab slave trade. Now I'm gonna give you three total that I'm aware of. Are there three? Are there more than three? I don't know. Maybe I don't know, but I just know that there are three for sure. Right? Transatlantic, East African, right, and Arab slave trade. Right? Okay. How we got here after the first group that came, uh, Virginia and all of the Georgia, Virginia, and all that shit. That was something that was different. Like we weren't even supposed to be coming here. We was going somewhere else. They got on the boat. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. Okay, cool. So Somalia is known for being a really, really, really messed up group of people. Sorry. Sorry. It is what it is. Okay? Like, and I'm not speaking on all of them. I'm speaking on the ones that want to be nasty and disrespectful and talk shit all the time and not be quiet. Like, be quiet, please. Say, I don't understand. I don't understand how people who come from somewhere that is not really in the greatest position to be in financially, you know what I'm saying, economic wise, health wise, you know what I'm saying, infrastructure wise, like nothing is really saying come to us, come move to Somalia. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, you know, they, you know, it is what it is. And it's not even enough to bash somebody, so I wouldn't even go there like that. But what is getting on my nerves is I read the other day, right? When I found out about when I read up on the two other slave trade markets that I didn't know nothing about, uh, they were involved in two, the East African Arab one. So again, when the dude said, "Yeah, we're Arab, we speak the Arab language and eat the Arab food," why didn't you mention that your people for like 800 fucking years plus was slave trading people and torturing them and tearing up families and the whole 9 yards? Why didn't you mention that part? Yeah, and you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna sit here and say like the white people do and the racist ones in this country. Well, stop bringing up racism and slaves. I had nothing to do with that. I wasn't no slave owner. But you have slave owner ways. You talk to people the same way that they used to. And so it's like that's why you get that attention. So all these Somali people that who don't want to just be quiet, man, and just be quiet and just do what you do, like live your life like everybody else. I don't understand this disdain towards us, right? I don't get it. I don't understand why they feel the need to want to diss black people all the time. Okay, well fine, fuck it. I'm gonna diss y'all. Simple, real simple. I don't need to do much because you just leave the shit wide open. You just leave the door wide open, motherfucker. Just walk right in. Real simple. Okay. So here's the thing. Number one, the next time you see people online from that country saying anything that they're saying towards us, just remember that they have no ties to us whatsoever. None. Zero. Right? Descendants. Right? We are not descendants at all of them. Period. Based on how they did things when it came to slave trading, we did not come from Somalia because they didn't send Africans to the United States. Period. Just look it up. They didn't. They went everywhere else, but they didn't. They didn't send Africans to the United States of America. They never did that. So they have no ties to us. Like they don't. We're not descendants of them. Now, what's odd to me is the Bantu people. Like they always targeted them for centuries. They went after them all the time. That was their main cash cow, if you will. Was they would capture them, enslave them, do what they did with them, and get rid of them. That was their goal. That was what they did. And I'm not always. That's how you find out who's who. You know what I'm saying? Like you find out who's who when they don't ever want to talk about the people that they really did something to. They want to come at the others because they want to dick ride Republicans. So they want to come, and now they're realizing no. Republicans are not your friends, and they never will be. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's funny. They want to do that. So they'll come here, they'll talk about us, knowing here's the sad part about it, man. Like, please know your history or just do some sort of research from time to time. Because once you do, you can shut them the fuck up because they don't know nothing. If you don't, they can't. They can't possibly know anything. If you knew that we don't come from there, why do you come here to talk shit to us? Ask somebody, ask any of them. Just ask one. What slave trading what slave trading markets, however you want to phrase it, were you guys part of? Let's see them answer that one. Then, well, who do you mainly capture, enslave, and get rid of? Let's see them answer that question. Because if you notice, they never talk about us. They can't. They can't talk about us because we didn't come from there. Nothing. That's all. Think about it. Just think about it for 1 second. All they do is come here and talk about what we don't do here. That's what they do. They don't do nothing else. They just talk about us. They can't do nothing there because their country is in a bad shape. Okay? Horrible shape. But 1 second. I got my phone right next to me, right? Instead of having to just use a laptop and stuff. Damn, I don't want to get away from this. Oh, shit, never mind. All right, hold up. I'll do this then. Okay, so no, I can just go back to it. Hold up. All right, so okay. All right. All right, here we go. Somalia has a long history within the East African and Arab slave trade, traditionally exporting people from the interior. I'm hoping I'm saying it right. Oromo, and Bantu groups. Somali Bantu people. If you haven't seen them, that's who they mainly messed with. Those were the primary. That was the primary group of people. The coastal markets in Brava, Zanzibar, and across the Red Sea, Indian Oceans to Arabia for labor, with slave trading routes active through the Chappelle River region. Maybe I'm saying that right. I don't know. While historical trade focused on captives from neighboring regions, modern slavery forced modern. Remember now. Oh, not my fault. Not remember. I didn't say it. Modern slavery. They still do that shit to this day. Right now, as we speak, they're still capturing people and trading people in Somalia, like as we speak. They have forced and child marriages, but they come over here talking trash to us. Just remember that. The next time you see somebody talking trash, just bring up what they do and see if they have a response to that. And if they say, well, I have nothing to do with that, then ask them, well, we have nothing to do with y'all. We didn't come from you guys. So why do you guys consistently come over here talking trash to us when there are no descendants from Somalia whatsoever? None. Just remember that. Just remember that. That's all. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Okay, while historical trade focused on captives from neighboring regions, modern slavery, forced labor, marriage remains a critical issue, and contemporary stories also link Somali migrants in Libya to shocking public slave markets where they are bought and sold by smugglers for ransom or forced labor, highlighting ongoing vulnerability and trafficking. I guarantee you have not heard one of these people bring up any of that stuff I just said. Not one. Let's hear them brag about being Arab now. No, go ahead. The next time they want to get on here talking, let's hear them brag about being Arab now. Let's hear them talk about, oh, let me give you this one. Right? The Bantu people. Remember that guy in the video that said most Africans don't know who their fathers are? We're products of one night stands. Okay, cool. Do you know what they did with the men from those people that they captured? They would run up in their homes, right? They grab the children, take the children, and get rid of them. They take the children. We all know what men did with women during slavery, so we got that part covered. That's what they did with them. The men from that group, they castrated them because they did not want them to reproduce. That's what they did. They really need to be very, very mindful of how raggedy and fucked up their history is as a people. They need to stop. Stop talking so fucking much. All you can do, black people in this country, is talk about slavery. That's it. You guys started it. You know, I don't understand. Not started it as far as there for the, you know what I'm saying, at the very beginning. But like when you think about it, black people all across the world, a lot of them probably came from Africa because they were being sold. Look at it like this. Somalia and all these other countries. Somalia is the seventh country that I've come across this year that's a slave trading country in Africa. It's the seventh one. Seventh. Listen, I understand that things are probably rough over there, for real, for real. Financial, things and things of that nature. I get it, man. I understand that. But don't sell out your own people, man, because you ain't got no self pride, your damn self, no self respect. You let Trump call your country shithole countries, and then you still came to see him this past summer. Why? Why? Then he turns right back around and shits on Somalia again. Did y'all realize what he said last year about him? Oh, he was nice as hell. He said it, yeah. St. Cloud, Minnesota. Look up the video. He said all the crimes in that area, we're talking Minnesota, in the area where he was, or what he was referring to, he said all the crimes are against them. Out his mouth. It was an interview. He said it. All they want to do is be protected. All they want to do is just live, and all this nice encouraging stuff. He said it on camera. 1 year later, all they do is complain. Really? Why were you so happy about them not wanting to be a Democrat no more and vote for you? Why didn't you say that last year? See, so from what I'm gathering is you called them garbage. You called the country garbage. You said that they complain and they contribute nothing. They've been ripping us off. The Afghan shooter, the guy that shot the National Guard member, I think it was. I saw a clip of that. The reporter guy in the room, he asked, "What does Somali people have to do with the Afghan shooter?" He said nothing, but they've been ripping us off and sending money to what I'm saying, the Somali. Wait. Here we go. So this is the shooter. This is the shooting incident. That shooting incident, if I'm not mistaken, was before this fraud situation in Minnesota. What is anybody paying attention to the lies and the BS that come out of Trump's mouth? Why is nobody paying attention to this crap? So you've been praising garbage and corrupt people for a year now and did nothing about it. You've been letting these people sit here. If everything that Trump is saying is true, you let these people first, before the election, you said that they don't commit crimes. The crimes are being committed against them. Then, was it last week? I think I saw something. There's a Republican out of Minnesota, I think. Now they commit 80% of the crimes. Hey, don't think for 1 second that I'm defending the guys that did that shit. Fuck them dudes, send them to jail. I don't give a fuck about none of them. You know what I'm saying? Like you just making the, you know what I'm saying, the situation harder for the people that you come from, the communities that you come from in Minnesota. But whatever, it is what it is. Anyway, like I said, this is not gonna be no long video. It ain't about no pictures. It ain't about no video clips and none of that stuff. I wanted to just get on here and make simple points and some factual, you know what I'm saying, information. I just wanted to state for the record that I'm tired of hearing these crybaby ass motherfuckers come from a country that still enslaves people and forces minors and teenage girls to marry. I don't understand that. I really don't. Here's the sad part: for the women that are coming from there, from that continent, period, over here to talk shit about people here. Why aren't you defending the women that are being done wrong from your own country instead of coming over here talking shit about everybody else? I don't understand that. Seriously. Everything that I'm saying is not it's factual information. Look it up. Please do look it up. Look it up. And I don't need nobody to comment. I don't need nobody to share. Like, just look it up. You'll see for yourself. That's how I ended up coming on here, like saying what I'm saying, because that's all I've really been doing lately. It's just I see this video, I see this, I come across this information, I'm reading up on this, I'm seeing all these different things, and I'm learning that, they don't the Somali people that want to talk trash all the time. They don't never talk trash about the other refugees that came from Somalia that they enslaved for hundreds of years. They don't talk about them. Why not? Why don't you talk about them? They came from where you came from. We didn't come from where you came from. Why are you talking about the people that didn't come from Somalia? Why are you so obsessed with them? Because you don't want people to find out how fucked up your people are. That's why. You don't want people to see that. You don't want people to hear about that. You want to make sure that you find ways to talk about certain people to make you look a certain way. And all you're doing is just adding more fuel to the fire, and all you're doing is creating more enemies. You are making no allies in none of this shit. And the people in Minnesota that aren't doing a damn thing wrong, all you're doing is just making it worse for them. Because they're not doing anything to no one. Right? You got the people that committed that crime. It was a big deal. A lot of money. A lot of money. You know what I'm saying? But damn, it's like when you talk about racism and slavery here in the United States of white people, they don't want to hear that. You can't mention them. But I wasn't alive back then. I wasn't no slave owner, and this, that, and the third. It was like, okay, well, all Somali people didn't commit the crime. Why the fuck are you so worried about kicking them all out then? If we can't talk to y'all about what y'all have done, why are you sitting here blanketing it up? Why are you throwing everybody into the fire then? That's all I'm saying. So, that's it, man. I ain't nothing else to really say. I just wanted to hurry up and get this out of the way. And I probably need to make a little thumbnail or something to put up, so people can notice or something. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to put that up there, and hopefully, people from now on, when they see this, not this, but when because they're not gonna stop. They if the stuff is still going on to this day and they haven't stopped yet, and a crime is committed in the United States of America, and instead of sitting here and falling back, laying low and not talking, the first thing that they do is get on the internet and talk trash to black people about nothing that has to do about us, and we had nothing to do with what happened. I don't understand that. Like, that's stupidity at its finest. You commit crimes, but want to cry to black people about what? Yeah, you fucked up now. Like, that's all that was. Like, you could have just kept your mouth shut and not said shit. But no, you want to go ahead. 50, 60, 70 people from the same community of people commit a crime, and then everybody wants to get on the internet, on TikTok and all this other crap and talk about black people all the time. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. Stupid people do stupid ass things that don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. The guy that got deported sent back to Somalia. How many videos have you seen supporting that guy that got deported? How many? None. How many videos have you seen them talking about black people in the United States? Countless. None. They don't even support their own people. There you go. Because they're too busy selling them off right now as we speak in Somalia. So why would they care about other people here? They don't care about their own people. They never have, and they never will. That is a fact. No, okay. So it's like, just put it like this: there's going to be bad people in every group, no matter where you go. Unfortunately, this group, for some reason, loves to pick on their own and sell them out continuously. That's that. So I'm done with that. Okay. I'm not getting on the rest of the people. I can't do that. They didn't do anything. There's nothing. There's nothing to prove that. So I mean, I can't speak on that, man. Let everybody else do that shit. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm done. You know what I mean? Like I said, you know what I mean. I was going to do a longer type video days before. But I'm kind of glad I didn't because this is just enough for me. So I want to go ahead and get that out the way. Hopefully everybody check it out later on. You know, I wasn't really too concerned about having no audience people. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, or 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'm up chilling, playing my game for a little bit, and then I'm gonna call it a night in a second. So everybody, hopefully they catch the video. Y'all catch the video later. I mean, if not, it is what it is. And yeah, I'll holler at y'all later.